Open your banking app right now. Look at your credit card balance. Now look at your checking account. Now ask yourself one question. How did you get here? Not just the numbers. The actual moment you decided that this was just how life would be. You didn't wake up one day and choose to be in debt. It happened slowly. A swipe here, a loan there, a bill you couldn't quite cover. 1 month of I'll catch up next month. Then that month became 2, then 4, then years. And now you're staring at a number that feels impossible. You're making payments. You're trying. But the balance never moves. I know that feeling. I lived it. $247,000 in debt. Student loans. Credit cards. Medical bills. A car I couldn't afford. And the weight of knowing I'd be in my 50s before I ever saw zero. Here's what nobody tells you about debt. It's not just the numbers. It's the knot in your stomach when you check your bank account. The dread of opening bills. The shame of swiping a credit card for groceries because your paycheck is already gone. It's the quiet voice at early morning that says you're failing. You're behind. You'll never catch up. And the worst part? You've tried everything. Budget apps, spreadsheets, guilt. You've cut expenses. You've sacrificed. You've done everything they said to do. And nothing has worked because you were given a discipline problem solution for an architecture problem. Most of us were taught that debt is personal, that if you're in debt, you're irresponsible, that if you just tried harder, cut more, sacrificed more, you'd eventually escape. It's a lie. The average American household carries over $100,000 in debt. Not because 90% of Americans are irresponsible, because the system is designed to keep you trapped. Here's how it works. Banks offer you a card. You use it. You pay the minimum. The minimum is calculated to maximize interest for the bank, not to help you. $5,000 at 20% interest. Minimum payments. 20 plus years to pay off. $12,000 total paid back. $7,000 stolen from your future. It's not an accident. It's the architecture of the system. Your failure is their profit. But here's what they don't want you to know. Debt is not unbreakable. Not because you get lucky, not because you win the lottery, because you install a system that routes every dollar with precision. The same system that freed me. The 40-20-20-10-10 freedom formula changed everything. 40% for needs, housing, food, utilities, transportation, 20% for debt freedom. This attacks the principle. This is your weapon. 20% for wants. You still deserve to enjoy life. No guilt. 10% for emergency. Your shield against falling back into debt. 10% for giving. Generosity shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. 5 numbers. 1 system. No more guessing where your money went. No more guilt. Just precision. Let me show you how this works in real life. If you earn $4,000 a month after taxes, here's what it looks like. $1,600 for needs. Rent or mortgage. Groceries, utilities, transportation. Your essentials covered. $800 for debt freedom. Above minimum payments. This is what destroys the principle. This is what actually moves the needle. $800 for wants. Yes, you can still enjoy life. Dinner out, entertainment. The little things that keep you sane. No guilt. No deprivation. $400 for emergency. Your shield. Your protection. The thing that stops you from falling back into debt when life happens. $400 for giving. Generosity changes everything. It shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that you have something to give, even when you're struggling. That's the system. Simple, balanced, powerful. Now here's the thing about the 20% for debt freedom. This is your weapon. This is what actually makes a difference. Minimum payments are designed to keep you stuck. They barely touch the principal. They mostly pay interest. It's a trap. But when you add 20% of your income above the minimums, you start attacking the principal. That's when the balance actually moves. That's when years become months. Let's run the numbers. If you have $20,000 in debt at 20% interest, here are your 2 paths. Path 1. Minimum payments only. You pay $400 a month for 15 years. You give the bank $25,000 in interest. Total cost, $45,000. 15 years of your life. 15 years of payments. 15 years of feeling stuck. Path 2. The freedom formula. You use the 20% for debt freedom. You add $500 a month from a side hustle. You negotiate your interest rate down from 20% to 14%. You pay off the debt in 24 months. Interest paid, $2,500. Total cost, $20,500. That's a $20,500 difference. That's 13 years of your life back. That's freedom. Now let me show you what this looks like in the real world. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus was 28 years old. He had $62,000 in student loans. He was making minimum payments for 10 years. In that decade, he paid over $40,000. And his balance had barely moved. He still owed $57,000. He felt hopeless. Then he discovered the system. He stopped making minimum payments. He started attacking the principal. He picked up a weekend side hustle delivering groceries. $500 extra a month. He called his loan provider and asked for a lower rate. 18 months later, his $62,000 student loan was under $10,000. In 24 months, it was zero. He went from paying $40,000 over 10 years with no progress to paying off the entire balance in 24 months. That's the power of architecture. If this is resonating with you, if you're starting to see that debt isn't a discipline problem but an architecture problem, then you're ready for the next step. The system works. I've seen it work for thousands of people. But knowing the system isn't enough. You have to install it. That's what the From Debt to Destiny blueprint is for. It's the complete 12-step system that takes everything I just shared and turns it into a daily execution plan. The same system that freed me from $247,000 in debt. Here's what you get. The full 12-step guide, the 40-20-20-10, 10 Freedom Formula template, the complete audiobook, the 90-day Debt Freedom Workbook, negotiation scripts that have saved thousands, and the debt audit tracker. Everything you need to break free. This isn't theory. It's an operating system for your financial freedom. If you're ready to stop running and start building, click the link in the description below. Access the full From Debt to Destiny blueprint. Everything you need to break free is waiting for you. Now let's go deeper. One of the most powerful tools I discovered was negotiation. Most people never ask for a lower interest rate. They assume it's fixed. They assume they have no power. They're wrong. I called my credit card company and said, I've been a customer for X years. I've always paid on time. I've seen offers for lower rates. Can you match them? It took 8 minutes. They dropped my APR from 22% to 14%. Thousands saved. One call. Another thing most people miss is the income side. You can only cut so much, but you can earn infinitely more. Side hustles, freelancing, turning hobbies into cash, $500 extra a month applied to debt can cut years off your timeline. $500 a month on a $20,000 debt at 20% interest turns a 15-year nightmare into a 3-year victory lap. Then there's the emergency fund. This is what stops the relapse cycle. Most people pay off debt, then something happens, a car repair, a medical bill, a job loss, and they're right back on the credit card. The 10% emergency fund is your shield. And finally, once you're debt-free, everything changes. The 20% that went to debt freedom now goes to investments. $200 a month at 8% grows to over $500,000 in 30 years. You shift from debtor to investor. Money starts working for you. That's the destiny shift. That's the system. That's the path. But knowing it isn't enough. Watching this video isn't enough. You have to install it. You have to execute. You have to take the first step. The From Debt to Destiny blueprint is your operating manual, the complete 12-step guide, the Freedom Formula template, the audiobook, the workbook, negotiation scripts, debt audit tracker. This is the same system that freed me from $247,000 in debt. The same system that can free you. Click the link in the description below. Access the full From Debt to Destiny blueprint. Start your debt-free journey today. Don't let another month pass. Don't let another minimum payment steal your future. The hardest step is the first one. But once you take it, everything changes. Click the link. Get the system. Start your journey. Your future self is already thanking you. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the biggest financial lie you were taught as a kid that you're still trying to unlearn? I read every single comment. Your answer might spark something for someone else in this community. share your story. And if you found value in this video, hit that subscribe button. Join Wealth Mastery Studio for more operating systems, not motivation, practical frameworks, real results. Every week, I break down systems for debt freedom, wealth building, lead generation, productivity, and YouTube mastery. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and let's build your freedom together. Freedom isn't luck, it's architecture.